welcome back to my channel, and if you've never been here before, welcome. My name is Grace, and I am doing the second video in this little series where basically we are just checking in on our goals. Earlier in the year, I made a video that was basically like kind of framework of how to set up your year, and basically the whole point was that you are going to be setting yourself a really like nice kind of framework for the year, and you're going to be setting smaller goals so that you can reach your bigger goals. I believe that it is never too late in the year to make new goals or adjust your goals. And I think one of the things that I talked about a lot in the first video is that you just need to be really realistic with yourself, because the reason why a lot of people are not reaching their goals in the first place is because they're setting goals that are like way too ridiculous for themselves. So basically what we're gonna do now is check in and see how we're doing. So really, if you haven't watched the first video, I would highly suggest pausing this video, going back to the first video, watching that, and then coming back to here. I would highly suggest getting a journal out for this activity. Basically, get your goals in your head or on your paper or on your vision board or whatever, and we are going to go over them and see if we need to adjust some or if we're doing great and we're right on track for reaching all of our goals. So I got my journal and I have my stuff all written down. I'm basically gonna go through my questions and such from my thing, and then I can give you like examples of how I'm gonna be adjusting mine, and you guys can adjust yours accordingly. One of the things that I really wanted to do was set up a weekly schedule. So some sort of like weekly routine that I could follow. And I've just about done that. The whole goal that I had written down was find a weekly schedule that makes me feel motivated to create and holds me accountable. I do have a weekly schedule now, but I don't have as much time to create as I'd like. Each day I have certain things that I have to do or get done essentially. Like each day is kind of like a themed day, which was an idea that I actually got from Catherine Manning, who I am such a fan of. I will put her information down below. So one thing that I will try to do more of, which I mentioned in the first video, is follow Jules Akery's ideas and kind of time block a little bit more. Because I have gotten a schedule where like Tuesdays and Thursdays I'm off from work, so those are my YouTube editing, like catching up on house chores kinds of days. But there's definitely room for more creativity and more room for me to be doing some of the creative projects that I've very loosely kind of set an idea for this year that I should probably buckle down more on. My number 2 goal for the year was to spend less time scrolling and unplug more. So the 2 goals that were kind of like underneath that was that I really wanted to read 10 books this year and journal more. In terms of that goal, I would say I'm doing an okay job. I deleted TikTok, which was a huge step for me, but Instagram has still kind of got me, you know. But also another thing that I've been doing is bricking my phone during work. So completely shutting my phone off during work besides when I'm on break. And I feel like it's benefited me a lot, to be honest. And I learned about this technique through a podcast by Carrie Rad, who's like my favorite YouTuber of all time right now, because she's literally living my dream life. But bricking my phone during work has been really good for me, I think, and I'm gonna try to do it more often. One thing also about the books, I have actually already read 6 books this year, so I'm extra challenging myself to read 22 books in the year of 2022, and I could definitely do it. In terms of journaling and stuff, I've recently started going to therapy, which I'm really excited about, and I've just been trying to journal after every therapy session, so at least once a week, if not more, if I have the time or the energy to do so. And it's been helping a lot, I think. I feel generally pretty positive. So my 3rd goal is getting outside and exploring more, and underneath that is kind of just like the quota of like one adventure workout a month. With that, it has been winter this whole year so far, and it's been cold in like the 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s. So like, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you people, I hate the cold, and if it's cold outside, I don't like being outside very much, like, to be honest, at all. So as soon as it gets a little bit warmer, I will definitely be just trying to take advantage of that as much as I possibly can. And in terms of the adventure workout thing that I was trying to do, like, me and my boyfriend have just been really, really busy, and also just really tired because we both work a lot. We have not had the time or really the energy to plan any adventure workouts. So we've kind of shifted that to at least one like fun date night a month. But I have been doing really well on my bake one new recipe a month thing. I would say in general, I've done a pretty good job of keeping on track with my goals this year. I've definitely slacked a little bit in some of my creative projects on the side, just because I've been feeling really downhearted about my job recently. I just feel like it's taking up a lot of my time and not feeding me as creatively as I would like. Anyways, hopefully me listing out my original goal and kind of like how I had to adjust it throughout the year has been helpful for you guys in terms of like, oh, like these were my goals at the beginning of the year and maybe this is how I can adjust it. I think the most important thing is to check in with yourself. If you're realizing that doing a certain thing once a month or a day or a week or whatever is not really sustainable for you after the first few months of this year in your day-to-day life, then I would say that would be the time to adjust it. I think I'll probably end the video here because I am completely losing my train of thought, and I think I've generally said all that needs to be said in terms of this topic. So hopefully this video was helpful, and I will see you again with another check-in video of this kind in 3 more months. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye!